Alright, so I finally unlocked the M13B. I just happened to kill a player who had the gun as he was about to exfil. I was just running past him. I didn't even realize he was a player and just killed him. And then he happened to have the gun, so I leveled it up about halfway in multiplayer and then the rest in DMZ. But multiplayer is pretty much unbearable now. I can't stand multiplayer. I don't want to play it anymore. And then DMZ, it's a little bit more difficult to level it up, because if you die, then it goes on cooldown. But I have the blueprint as well, so I was able to switch them out between whenever I would die with this gun, I would switch to the blueprint and then switch back to this whenever it was back off cooldown. But it's an okay gun. It's not the best, especially up close. It shoots a little faster than the M4, so 845 rounds per minute compared to 800 rounds per minute on the M4, but it kills in 5 bullets instead of 4 like the M4. So the M4 does 28 damage up close, whereas this gun does 24, so it's 5 shots versus 4 shots with a barely higher fire rate, so the time to kill is considerably slower than the M4, when the M4 is just about kind of mid-tier, so it's not the best gun. It's better at range because it only has 1 damage drop off at range, and then it also has pretty low recoil, so you're able to hit your shots, whereas a lot of other guns, even though they kill faster in theoretical time to kill at range, this gun could probably kill faster simply because you're actually hitting your shots as opposed to missing shots with the other guns. So this is the build that I was running up until this point. Oh, actually I should probably put that on. So this is the build that I was running. The laser that improves your ADS, aiming stability and sprint to fire speed, but it's visible while you're ADS'd. Aiming idle stability, hip fire accuracy improvements with slower walking speed. So armor piercing is mainly for the bots, shooting through walls and that kind of stuff, whereas if you're playing Warzone or something else, you probably want the high velocity, so better bullet velocity, significantly better bullet velocity with a very minor penalty to damage range. 45 round mag for now. I don't have the 60 round mag. And then an optic. The iron sights are decent, but especially at those longer ranges, an optic helps. I'm not really a fan of the longer range optics because I don't feel like I can use them as comfortably up close, whereas the close range optics I can use up close and I feel comfortable using them at longer ranges as well. So just a better sight picture, clearer sight picture at longer range when you're shooting at enemies with all the muzzle flash and smoke and enemies moving and that kind of stuff. So the iron sights are decent though, so you don't necessarily need an optic, but I like it for the precision aim. So yeah, M13's decent. It's not great, but it's decent at longer ranges. Definitely not that great up close, but starts to get much better at the longer ranges because of that low recoil. So
our advanced UAV is online.
Using drill charge. Send medical. Sniper's done.
They definitely need to sort out the disconnects and game crashes. I was doing pretty good. I wiped the whole team, enemy team, and was leveling up the gun, and then I crashed right after, so.
Switching. Reload. Slider.
Be on station. Absorbing in the area.
Dusting them.
Entering this sector. Hostile counter UAV. Friendly UAV on station. Orbit in the area.
Wasted. Changing. Took around. The area.
Friendly counter Friendly wheel Friendly UAV.
Bollocks. Taking fire. Using
UAV online.
changing man. Using drill charge.
contracts earns you cash to use at buy station.
They definitely need to sort out the disconnects and game crashes, because it makes it a lot more difficult to level the gun in DMZ when you get crash. So I was doing pretty good. I wiped the whole team, enemy team, and was leveling up the gun, and then I crashed right after. So lost everything that I brought into it. The gun went back on cooldown, so have to wait whatever the cooldown is, 2 hours. So pretty stupid that you don't have any protections from crashes. Either you should have a reconnect feature, or especially in DMZ, you shouldn't lose your stuff or not put it on cooldown or whatever. But they definitely got to sort that out, because it's not worth playing DMZ or even Warzone if you end up crashing in the middle of the game. It's too much at stake, and it's basically just a waste of your time if you crash. No progress. So they definitely need to fix that for sure.